Oh, yo, and double yo. What's good, y'all? This is episode 18, conference NFC conference round of the Please Lord Help These Atlanta Falcons franchise rebuild and strategy guide, all the above of what to do and how to play, blah 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 blah. Well, how I play. So our opponent is ready. We're here ready to take this game on. We are going to be in white and black. I think I'm going to go white, black. Red helmet, white and black, and then red, white and red shoes. So we'll see how that looks. But let's go ahead and get ready for this game. And thank you for attending, liking, subscribing to all my channels, well, all my channels and all my videos. And let's go ahead and get this game going. This is a rematch from week 15. We got the dub here. We want the dub here as well. So let's get into it and go from there. Catch you guys at halftime and maybe at the end of the game.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
2nd down, Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
As we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now Haskins on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Falcons.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Brown. And he loses the football a 2nd time. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 25. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go with Brown. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
The ball carried by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 2, now Haskins. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Going deep this time for Miller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They go play action with Haskins. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Haskins. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They go play action now. Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Haskins. Going left side, it's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Second and 5 now. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Ellie pushing through the contact. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brings up third and 4.
Prescott from the gun. Pressure comes and down he goes. Tack McKinley drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This is Brown on the carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On second down now, it's Brown. Oh, my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he He's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run now with Brown. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential next. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morrison.
12 yards on the play. leads to 3rd and
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a handoff here to the running back. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run on third down with Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Brown. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Haskins to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off drive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return will stop right around the 25. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
and I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Now Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Combs. Room here to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Cowboys 24, Falcons 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. This is Brown. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Third down. Here's Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Cowboys take over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Falcons 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
Falcons.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Oh, it don't matter.
Picked off
It
at
don't
the
matter.
38. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. Looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On second down, it's Brown. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, it's Haskins. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally. That's how you draw off the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 4.
Prescott now. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
So this will conclude this game. And we took a very bad beating in this game. Our offensive line took an even worse beating on the scoreboard. Defensively, we played well. We played really good. We stopped the run, and we gave up 2 early touchdowns in the first quarter. Didn't get the pressure that I expected to get because I rushed 5. And I could not get Grady Jarrett going. And I also couldn't get Tack McKinley going to get pressure when you rush 5-on-5. I mean, he does have a strong core with the Dallas Cowboys. And we just couldn't get the pressure this game. So he was 12 for 14, which is, really, really good. Got that 1 turnover. We were 10 for 22 passing the ball, and that's because we don't necessarily have the receivers. We got Julio on the decline. So like I was saying, defensively we played well. He actually threw better this game. I mean, it was pretty easy reads. We stopped the run because that's what we have to do in the beginning. Everybody we play against, we got to be able to stop the run. So we did that as far as defensively. I just got I was hoping to get the pressure I wanted from Tack McKinley when I send him on certain blitzes, and I really couldn't get it. Let's see. He scored a lot of his points when I was in my 3-4 defense, which having Deion Jones and Foyeside Oyekan in is fine because they have the speed of 90 speed apiece to play the robbers and the hook curls. It just what I noticed when I went to nickel and dime later, he couldn't really throw the ball because I was really only rushing 4. So in that aspect, by me going rushing 5 and a one-on-one blocking, right? You kind of figure that you would get more pressure that way because you got 2 studs with Grady Jarrett and Tack McKinley rushing the quarterback versus, pretty good offensive linemen. But it didn't happen. So I noticed that I did have more success when I did match him for his formations. So I did get pressure there. I just didn't like having What's his name? Somebody was on the island out there. So Takk McKinley did get 2 sacks, right? He got 2 sacks, and Grady Jarrett didn't really do anything. And that's the part that really mind-boggled me, because he didn't really do anything, especially in the passing or the running. So that really hurt. But then again, Takk McKinley did do his job. We did force a turnover. We was in the game in the first half because it kind of played out the same way in the first game. But when we moved the ball and threw picks in the red zone, that's what kind of hurt us. We had some turnovers where we had really good field position and we should have came away with points. And that's pretty much where I hurt myself in the passing game. Running the ball was actually, we were moving the ball, but the guy having 3 fumbles is what kind of spelled me throwing the ball a little bit more. So I had the issue with the fumbles, and then those fumbles led to me throwing picks because I kind of didn't want to give him the ball anymore. And then I had my rookie come in who wasn't fumbling but playing really well. So it was a kind of lot of things that were getting thrown at me to try to counterbalance on offense. And then, kind of just struggled. So, I mean, should he have been benched and not have 11 carries? Yeah. Should I have ran the ball more instead of throwing 4 interceptions? Yeah, some of those picks I threw were really, really questionable on my part because I didn't let the route fully extend itself, and I'm trying to lead it, and it didn't lead at all. So, I mean, that's where I messed up at a lot on my interceptions. But all in all, it was a game we knew what to expect. And it's a game that, like I said, in my other leagues, I can easily score 35 to 40 points. With the Falcons and how they're set up right now in this 1 year in this scheme, I can't get those 30 points or 25 points that I want consistently because the offensive line is really bad, and I have a bright spot defensively, but I don't have necessarily the pieces that I like. Like I got things I like, and so me scoring 25 points or more consistently with the Falcons in year 1 in this system is generally really hard. As you can see, our offense is 84 overall, which it was an 80 to start the season. So it only went up 4 spots because I was game prepping my quarterback and receivers all year. So I'm trying to really get younger on the offensive line and actually better on the offensive line. But I can't do it within 1 year because I don't even think I drafted anybody. So once I get a good core of offensive linemen, I hope my game didn't, I don't know what's going on. I got some type of error. I don't know what's going on. We'll just go back. So like I was saying, what the hell is this? So once I'm able to get the lineman pieces, it'll be a lot better. So I couldn't really show my linemen and everything. So they're not, and that's also too what I forgot to do pre-snap. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pre-snap, I usually do my line adjustments because I know I need them, and I didn't really do them like I normally do because on the mistake on my part with my Redskins that I have in another league, I have like 4 90 plus overall linemen. So I don't really have to do adjustments with that team. So I play that game. That league is a 24-hour league, and so it's more active and time is running. So it's one thing that I don't have to do. And so when I got to the Falcons, it's kind of like, because I run the same formation. I'm not same formation, but same playbook and scheme and everything. And so I got a little bit complacent with the Falcons, and I didn't scheme and run my line how because they're a lot weaker, and you need those adjustments to make your linemen block a lot better. So kind of for I did it here and there. I was supposed to be doing it more, and that hurt my passing and everything too. So that's what kind of happens when you're in so many leagues and you're running with different personnel, but you have the same scheme and everything. You try to catch up the speed of your best team that you have in the franchise with, like the Falcons is my worst team that I have. So you get kind of complacent with the all good teams, and it's like luxury. Like it's easy to run, it's easy to pass, and receivers are getting open. Because like I have Julio Jones, who's on the tail end of his career. He's a superstar, of course, but comparing him to Terry McLaurin, who has the exact same build as far as being a deep threat receiver, having the same superstar traits, with the route apprentice and stuff where they can run the routes good and short. I forgot what it's called when you catch a short route and you're able to turn up. You don't lose stamina or lose your speed when you're doing jukes and stuff like that. Going from a 96 speed receiver to an 89 speed receiver, or like two different ballparks. So I mean, you got to work with what you got, and that's what I did all year, and it got me to the conference championship, which I am hella excited about. But we don't want to lose in this fashion at the end of the day. And plus, the Cowboys team I mean, the dude was undefeated for 3 years straight. So his team is really good. His team is really stacked. And it's like David versus Goliath in a sense, going against him. But you don't make excuses. You still got to play the game as the game is being played. So, so you still got to play the game as it needs to be played because it's football. Teams are better than other teams. So when you look at this here and you see this team and you're like, God damn, you understand why. And he's a commit. Not saying he's a commissioner that he cheat, but he's a commissioner too. So it is what it is. So I don't even have a 99 overall player, but I got some good quality players. But I got to get better. My O line, my best O lineman is 82 overall. So I mean, we got to really address that, and that's the whole point of this league is to rebuild this team, get him to the Super Bowl, which we didn't do this year. So we're gonna continue the series. We're gonna just continue the series. It's gonna be episode 19 in the free agency or off season and everything like that. And we're just gonna get we're gonna get there. So we're gonna have a lot of, and plus another thing too, we didn't have a lot of money. We have a lot of money this year to be able to see what kind of linemen hit the market and build this offensive lineup. So make sure you stay tuned for that episode because in that episode we'll go over once again offensive line schemes and the guys you want. So next year I'll be able to focus more on offensive linemen and maybe receivers because my quarterback is Dwayne Haskins. He's 87 overall. His stats aren't stupid great, but they're good enough to where I don't have to game prep him anymore. He can naturally get stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we need to get his deep throw a little bit better, a lot better, and it's short. But we can get that with just playing the game. Let me see what else. I I was really gonna play Tyree Jackson because he gives me that escapability when the run game isn't going and flowing as much to where I can get 4 yards to carry with him as well. But that's another story. So if I was to start Tyree Jackson, I would have to game plan quarterback again because his stats are really bad. So, but we're fine at the quarterback position, even though he's a little slow. But that's fine. You know. But we have to be able to run the ball. Having 3 fumbles really hurts, and then because they lead to just trying to throw the ball, and they lead to turnovers and passing. So we had a total of 7 turnovers to his 1. That's how the game kind of got out of hand. So, but you learn from him and you just keep moving. Um, so there's no controversy as far as like running backs, but I do like the fact that he has 87 carry versus him having 79. So is there a controversy with that game? You're as good as your last game. And that was a very bad game from Allen Brown. You know, so we'll see next year how everything pans out and goes. Because I did run a little bit better with Dion LeCount in this last game. We'll just have to see. Because I've had the game league. I had the he played all year, and he had 4 game stretches where Allen Brown had got injured, and he had to step up. And I could not get 100 yards with this guy to save his life. But it is what it is. So I mean, at the end of the day, we got 92 Julio Jones. I thought he was 89, but he's 92 actually. So that's still pretty good. But I mean, we want those traits on Calvin Ridley because Calvin Ridley has the speed, the agility, the change of direction for these superstar traits. But couldn't get it. He doesn't have them unlocked. And so that kind of, we need a dynamic receiver to get these traits. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see here, if I go to my other league, which I don't really do too much, is jump leagues. So I usually just stay in this one when I'm because this is about this league. So as you can see, I just got through playing the Dolphins. They're 11-2. I'm 11-2. This team is a lot better. So when you look at the scheme of things with this team, I mean, you can see it's completely night and day. I got 4 receivers who can run. Terry McLaurin has the exact same superstar trait abilities as Julio Jones, and it's just a night and day. 97 running routes, and he doesn't, he's easy. It's easy for him to run routes. It's way better than 92. Let me see. Let's see what else. And then my quarterback is this guy Tyson or something. So I'm building him up. He has 95 throw power, everything else. So he's better at 83 overall than the quarterback on the Falcons. I can't think of his name right now, but at 83 overall, and he's 87. This guy's better. Let me see. Running back Antonio Gibson. He balls out. He balls out. And then here, the biggest thing obviously is my offensive line. So my left tackle, the speed guy, and then my left guard, 94 overall, superstar, 99 overall, center, 78 overall. Well, he's good though, but he's 78 overall. And then my right tackle, 91 overall. So I have the line here with the Redskins, which I don't have the line with the Atlanta Falcons. And then if you look at my defense, I have 99 overall Chase Young. And when I tell you he's a pass rushing beast, he is what he is. Like, see, I don't think he has that many sacks, but he causes so much pressure, and it forces guys to just throw the ball, and he forces a lot of pressures. So he's good. He's built. And then what's going on? I got Montez Sweat. You see him. He's another pass rusher that I'm building. So like I was saying with the pass rushers, you got to have these 2 things. For an elite pass rusher, they got to have power move high in the 90s, and finesse move at least has to be 97. So if you got a power rusher, you want to have 97, 99 power move, and then like 95, 93 finesse move. So with this guy, I'm going to get his finesse move as high as possible, and then get his power move in the 90s as well, because that's an elite pass rusher. They have both. So as you can see with this team, I'm loaded because I built this team from the ground up from when I got him. And then Deron Payne, as you can see, I don't know, he's 96 overall with no superstar abilities, but this is crazy. But, he's an interior defensive lineman, and he's fast. I mean, this team here is like I have a superstar trait, Percy Hurst. I had him at defensive end, but I moved him to linebacker because I needed a linebacker with a superstar trait. So I'm build him up and get him built up to where he's, you need those traits at the middle line or at the linebacker position. And then like this team here is just godly. I mean, I have a 96 speed Dion, call him Dion. I have a 97 speed Champ Bailey. So when you have this luxury and you draft well and you build guys, teams. So I built this team from the ground up. Well, from the beginning. And this is where they look like here. I have what two Super Bowls in this one here. And that's because just the way that I built this team. I drafted it in free agency. I got to get the Falcons team on this level. Once I get the Falcons team on this level, it's going to be complete night and day. The plays I run will work a lot better and stuff like that. So you see the difference of stuff that you have. And then you go to this team, you're like, well, the defense is sorta, but it's really not because I don't have two pass rushers on this team. I'm trying to make two pass rushers with Grady Jarrett, right? And I'm because he's a superstar, but I wasn't really able to get his finesse move up. So I think at the end of the season, I since this is the end of the season now, I might just move him to defensive end because he plays defensive end, but he does not have the traits of the defensive end. He has strip specialist and defensive Radley. I don't know why that's on there. I don't remember putting. Somebody must have switched his stuff around because I did not have that on there. Because I don't have. That's stupid. Reach elite. No, 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 no. He should have had. I don't even like El Toro. Hmm. I'm trying to figure out why he don't got El Toro. So well, see, that's my fault for not checking my team every week to make sure they have their traits. That's on me. That'll be on me. Because defensive rally that makes no sense. Defenders with disability will grant a bonus pass rush point to all defensive linemen on any third or fourth down. That is, no one gives two shits about that. I'd rather have run stopper. Defenders with disability do not need to spend any points on run moves, like run plays. So I'd rather have that or El Toro. Hmm. Now I'm confused on why he has that on there. Anyways, with that being said, let's move him to defensive end, which he'll be on the left side. All right, well, so we move him to the left defensive end. He still has a check puzzle piece, which is still good because it's still a run stopper at the end of the day. So now, okay, we have run commit, under pressure, secure tackler, unfakeable, strip specialist. We want to use inside stuff because he's an interior guy on the edge, and then wait, what's his overall for speed rush? Oh my God, it's 84. So he can't get the reach elite. Definitely don't want that. Unpredictable. No, we don't care about that. Hold on. See, he unlocks these traits at defensive end, defensive D tackle. Oh man, because you want the edge threat. It needs to be an 85 overall, and I thought he was an 85 overall speed rusher. He's an 84 overall speed rusher, which he will drop again. So we'll move him back to D tackle like he was, and I don't know why he didn't have the El Toro on. Should have had El Toro on at the end of the day. Should have been El Toro. Okay, so run commit. There's your inside stuff and El Toro. I just should have had. This is what he should have had: inside stuff and or El Toro. So I don't know why he didn't have that on him. That's mind-boggling to me there. And also too, here he doesn't have the. He's a run stopper, defensive end. So, but here at D tackle, it makes him a power rusher, and he's an 88 speed rusher. So that confused me right there. It says he's 88 speed rusher, but he's an 84 defensive end speed rusher. I don't know. That's the game. Whatever. Now let me go check the rest of my players to make sure that they had the right traits. Because if this dude did not have his traits, acrobat, one step ahead, defends with his ability to react much faster. Usually cut moves when in man coverage. Acrobat. Yep. Yeah, he's fine. That's what I last put on him. Jalen Thomas had KO. Okay. Well, anyways, this will be the end of this episode here. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching, and we will catch you on the next one when we move to the off season in this game and get a lot stronger. We gotta get some linemen, and we're gonna use our picks to get some linemen. Honestly, too, we're going to need not really. We're not really gonna need. Well, I mean, Jacoby Minor was last year's rookie, and at the end of the season, how did he do? His season stats weren't like immaculate, but he did good as a rookie. Julio Jones season. I think this was his last. He didn't even reach 1,000, which kind of sucks. But it's hard. It's not hard getting him the ball, but he's not my number one receiver. Calvin Ridley is. But then Calvin Ridley didn't even get 1,000, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a funny, weird year. So, but these guys are in the 30s and 36s. So Ridley might take a hit in speed and everything next year. So we gotta really get the receiver game up. So we're gonna try to find some more guys in the draft and free agency to get better skill position guys. As far as corner, obviously we need the speed. We need 95. We got to get a little faster here as well. Not too, almost, we're trending in the right direction as far as here. We're trending in the right direction. We're not there yet. What else? Linebackers are, 91. I mean, we need another pass rusher, which we have Zion Parks, aka T Sizzle. And as you can see, he needs to be built up, because this does not help me at all. It doesn't help me at all. That dude's trash. I got him in the. Whoa, he was a second round pick. Damn. 1 sack. A second round pick. Boy, did I miss. Missed on that guy. That is bad. That is terrible, folks. Mm. Well, anyways, we got him. That's what we got. My first round pick was Minor. I think Jacoby Minor. Let's see. Yep, first 19, Jacoby Minor. He didn't come out as a star trade or nothing, which kind of sucked. But he has the characteristics. He has the, you know, sort of. He has the change of direction, the agility, and everything else. So, but it is what it is on as far as that part. Shit, that's terrible. It's really bad. I ain't even gonna. I don't even know. Want to know who my third round pick is? Let's try to. That's fine. Let's try to find my third round pick. Might be another receiver, to be quite honest with you. One. Okay, here's another one. That's my fourth round pick. Oh, you know what? I think my third round pick is this guy. The count. Let's see. Yep, there he is, Dion LeCount. So, we didn't have 1,000-yard receiver, and I don't think we even had 1,000-yard rusher this year either. I don't think we did. No, 830. He got hurt. So that's why our offense went. It get better because honestly, our offense last year was horrid with Matt Ryan and these guys, this Neil Ryan and crap was terrible. You know what I'm saying? And so we were like ranked. We were in the playoffs. We lost a wild card round, but we were like 32 offense and 25 defense. Literally 25 defense. And in this year, we were ranked 28 offense, which is better than 32. And then my defense was ranked fifth, which is a lot better than 25. So we have the defense, we need the offense, and we're still working here. Hey, we don't run no cheese plays, we don't run no cheese defenses. We play the game true in its form and to the best of our ability. So I mean, I don't run no money plays. We run plays off of a scheme, and we try to be successful off that scheme. So I mean, at the end of the day, those numbers are what those numbers are. I don't abuse stretches, and if a guy does can't stop the run, I will abuse you that way. I will run the ball, keep running, and stuff like that, and it's just win on. But as far as that, I don't run cheese plays. I don't got ebooks. I don't buy ebooks. I don't spend none of that money on none of that crap. You win them. We win how we win. We win how we win, and we lose how we lose. Sometimes they're blowout losses, and sometimes they're, you know, one possession losses. And same thing with wins. You win, but get a blowout win, or you get a one possession win. So I don't care about any of that. We find places where we need to get better, and it's obviously the offensive side of the ball, and we will be addressing that the whole off season and seeing where we can go defensively. Of where we don't really need anything defensively, maybe another pass rusher to help. We might need two because I don't know if I'm going to re-sign Tack McKinley. I'm not sure yet because he's still there in the re-signing department. So we'll see how it gets there. So we got the contract extension, which I thought I was gonna have to make a new coach, but I'm not gonna make a new coach. We take ours how they are. We don't do that. I don't fall into those narratives. You know, we're 35 and 29. We're 2 and 3 in the playoffs, which we were 0 and 2, and we were like below 500 with the record and stuff. So we're above 500, and we're 2 and 3 in the playoffs, two winning seasons. we will get back to it. So this will conclude this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry I got on that rant, but we will get this team. We will get this team up and operational and competing for Super Bowls. It's just funny that I take my time in one season, let alone one season. I get the guys that I want who I think can fit the scheme. I get my line in some shell of a line. I get me a quarterback, and we get to the and we get to the conference championship in just one season. So everything is but up. We go up from here. So where do you think we're gonna go next year? We're gonna get to that goddamn Super Bowl, no matter who we're playing against next year, because we're gonna get better, and we're gonna get faster, we're gonna get younger, and it's just gonna be what it is. So thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day. Talk to you guys on the next episode.